Next is Mega Slug. Really? Mega Slug? Okay. Alright, you're in a green hang glider. Is that a hang glider? Is it a paper airplane? Okay, we'll just go with it. Here you have enemies in jetpacks, you have birds flying at you. You also have to avoid the pearly white toilet bowls that shoot missiles up at you. The graphics here are pretty mediocre with drab greens everywhere and not a lot of detail. And the gameplay is pretty questionable as well. You not only go left and right, but you actually can raise and lower your altitude. But it's very hard to tell the height of the other objects and enemies in relation to where you are. I didn't think a hang glider could blow up like that, but alright. And here's a good example of what not to do in a flying game. Would you know by looking at this that you're supposed to fly through that wall and not over it? I swear to God I got past this by dumb luck. Another problem is your enemies come in so fast and you really can't do anything to avoid or shoot them unless you have that spread gun power-up. If not, you're screwed. How was I supposed to avoid that? Now you take on this red bird. Wait a second, what happened to that blue guy at the beginning of the level? Come to think of it, there was a limousine at the beginning of the car level too. Just sloppy. Alright, now you're side-scrolling that same sort of odd hang glider slash paper airplane machine you have. At least the gameplay here is slightly better and not as confused. The graphics are worse though than before. Look at your enemies, look at yourself, there's no detail to any of this. Your aircraft is basically a triangle and a random shape held together by dots and black lines. It's as if they grabbed a random first grader's drawing and just threw it into the game. So this goes on what seems like forever. You have a timer which doesn't make much sense because you're going along at a constant pace, so I'm not sure why it's even there or why you have the ability to extend that time. There's really nothing special about this mode. Oh boy, more wall climbing! Okay, I understood before we were climbing up a building because we were on the ground, but we were just flying. I'm sure we could have flown to the top instead of getting out and then just clawing our way up barehanded. But then again, he is a stuntman, so... Alright, Sluggy, you're going down. Now, I'm impressed with the big characters here, but you don't have room to really move around and use much strategy. Look at me, I'm just jumping and shooting randomly. I really can't do much here. But it worked. Far out! Oh boy, more tracing numbers 1, 2, and 3. Why is there an emphasis on the G in desoldering? I guess this time I'll be desoldering. Oh, you're joking, right? Alright, I'm gonna take my time this time and take it slow. I'm getting better at this, but I still cannot believe this is a part of the game. No, no. Oh, I'm dead. Please don't have me continue, please. Another try. Okay, let's do this. Far! Oh, shut up, Pat. It's getting old. Next up is the Sand Yeti? I was joking before about first graders helping to make this game, but now I'm honestly considering it. And now we're in a boat and the mysterious black one just passes us by. The play control is more difficult than the car level before, as the steering is a little slippery. But there's also more of these ramps in the level you have to hit, or else your time's gonna be way down. What the? Okay, I'll just go under the land, sure. This is really bad. It's so hard to keep a flow to the actual game going on because of the weird location of the obstacles. You're steering into them constantly, and then you're backing up and using ramps and hitting more obstacles. Ah, I'm running out of time! Wait, what? Let's try that again. That can't be right. There has to be another way to go. Fluffernutter! So I had to have known to use the turbo boost before hitting that ramp? Alright, it's a boss from Zelda 2. Not that black boat from the beginning, of course. Another side-scroller. Here we're at the docks collecting keys this time, but the enemies are a lot worse than those other androids from before. You have seagulls, mice, killer fish that pop out of nowhere, blue globs, and these blue firing android rocket thingies. The first side-scrolling level is like a Mega Man level compared to this. You are constantly jumping, but you have no idea where the platforms are, nor where the enemies are. It's just blind. Alright, jumping and... Yep, nothing. How was I supposed to see the enemy there? I was dropping that to get a power-up. This isn't the only problem, though. Your machine gun is so underpowered. Most of the enemies take multiple hits, including the killer mice. Yes, it takes 2 shots to put down a mouse in this game. And this is where the game just flies right off the rails. This one part of the level emphasizes the bad enemy placement, subpar play control, and awful level design that's a part of this game. I swear I hit the jump button there. Alright, let's do this. There's 2 enemies you jump directly on. You cannot avoid getting hit. Oh, what the fudge? Alright, we'll try again. Okay, I got through. Now I'm going to guess there's a platform here because I can't see it. Now I'll just take this jump and... Are you kidding me? It's not even like this enemy placement is random. It's like they picked the spots they knew you'd fall into. Okay, I'm through that awful part. Finally. Take that, frog. Running out of time, get to the end. What? Wait a sec. I'm missing 2 keys. What, were they hiding them? I went right through the level. I did not see 2 other keys. Well, but at least I can continue and... Oh, forget it. Unlike Goggle 13, where they pulled off multiple gameplay types effectively, here they're all half-assed, with bad level design, ugly graphics, mediocre play control, and awful enemies. And even if you forgive the wall climbing levels as an experiment, the fuse desoldering levels are just pointless. It's not even like Minesweeper where you can actually analyze it and use logic. It's more trial and error, but it costs you a life if you screw up. I'm not sure who let this in the game or who thought of it, but it's a gameplay element that should have never left the drawing board. What a disappointment Ultimate Stuntman is. How do you think they even advertised a game like this? Coming soon from Camerica, it's the Ultimate Stuntman! Command your Arnold Schwarzenegger look-alike, climb walls, fly your hang glider, and trace numbers 1, 2, and 3! It's so much fun you'll say,
"Oh gee whiz, I want that game!"
The Ultimate Stuntman! Buy it wherever unlicensed Nintendo games are sold! But I can't end this review on an entirely negative note. There's gotta be one good thing I liked about the game. Well, there was the music.